All right, in this video, they're asking us to distribute for the three examples here. In the first one, we're going to multiply the 5 here by the two terms inside the parentheses. So first I'll do the 5 times the 3x, and then the 5 times the negative 2. So there are two terms in the parentheses. Remember, terms are separated by plus and minus signs. In this case, we're going to multiply the 5 times the 3x to get 15x. And then we're going to multiply the 5 times the negative 2 to give us negative 10. Now at this point I check to see if I can combine like terms, but I won't be able to here because 15x and the constant negative 10 are not like terms. To be like terms, they have to have the same variable risen to the same power. So in this case, I can't go any further. I cannot combine the two terms into something simpler. All right, so let's move on to the next example, example B here. What I want to do here is multiply the 3 times the 4/3 x, and that's going to give me 3 times 4/3 x, and that'll have plus 3 times 1/9. So I'll have 3 times 1/9 written here. Now the 3's here will cancel because they're on the diagonal from one another, right? So they cancel out, leaving you just 4x left over. And then we'll have a plus sign because a positive number times a positive number gives you a positive result. And then we can cancel here again on the diagonal. 3 goes into itself once, but goes into 9 3 times, leaving you with simply 1/3. And that's just 1/3 because we end up having 1 times 1/3, which of course is just 1/3. Once again, we want to check to see if we can combine any like terms, but it seems that 4x and 1/3 are not like terms because 1/3 does not have a variable. It would have to have an x in order to be able to add them together. All right, let's go to the last example here then. We have this term 5x, which has to multiply by the 2x inside the parenthesis and also by the 4 inside the parenthesis. So if I do 5 times 2x, I'll get 5 times 2, which gives me 10. And then I have these two variables. Both of them have exponents of 1, correct? If they have exponents of 1, the rule says that we keep the base, in other words, keep the x, and we add the exponents. So 1 and 1 will make 2. So we end up with 10x squared. Then we'll have a plus sign because 5 times 4 is a positive 20. And we'll carry along the x that's attached to the 5 there to end up having 20x. So 5x times 2x gave us 10x squared, and 5x times 4 gives you plus 20x. And that's the final solution for this problem as well, because they do not have the same variable to the same power, right? They both have the variable x, but the second term here has x to the first power, while the first term has x to the second power. That makes them unlike terms, and we're unable to combine them any further.